Hey guys, Chelsea here with Sugar Ray Cross. This is going to be kind of a scattered video. There was a couple things I forgot to show you in my last craft haul. So I'm just going to do that real quick, and then I have a couple reviews to show you. So I bought this bag of wooden hearts for $1.50 at this new thrift store that's in my area. And all of her stuff was way overpriced. This was the only thing that was reasonable. So there's a couple unopened bags of these small wooden hearts that were $1 each. So I got my money's worth because there's all these too. So all this was just $1.50. And I got an abundance of hearts, but if you don't buy the deals when you see them, then there's not going to be any deals when you actually need the stuff. So. And then at that antique store, I got all these buttons for $1. Most of them are just cheapy plastic, but figured I could like color them with alcohol inks or something like that. But I really like buttons, so it wasn't a loss for me. I can do something with this stuff. So all that was $1. She had it in this teacup, and she told me to make an offer, so. And I'm gonna see if the owner of the antique shop has, so that I heard her mention something about an eBay store. I'm gonna see if she has one, and if she does, then I'm gonna go ahead and put her info on my next video, because she really tries to give you a really good deal. And anybody who treats their customers good and saves them a lot of money should be recognized. Sorry, just trying to pick all these up. Okay, shove that out of the way. Alright, I want to show you something I made with the digital watches that I got from her for free, the owner of the antique store. I took off the backs and I took out the, I think they're called circuit boards. Go ahead and correct me if I'm wrong. Not really a computer techie person. But I cut them up, and then it took me a long time to do this because I had to cut each piece to fit, but I really like it. I usually don't keep the stuff that I make, but I'm keeping these because I fell in love with them. But I do know that the circuit boards, and again, correct me if I'm calling them something that they're not, but I do know that these cannot be recycled and they cannot be reused, and they have to go to the landfills. So it makes me happy that I found something I could do with them that looks good, so that they can be reused, because these cannot be recycled. And I just think they're so pretty. And then I'm going to talk to you about the glaze I put over them. So in one of my videos I was talking about how I couldn't afford to buy crystal glaze or resin because it was just too expensive. And I showed you this clear gel tacky glue that I got as a tip from the YouTube users Cool to Craft. And I am extremely happy with the way this turned out. So I made some eggshell mosaics, and I put a layer of the Aleene's clear gel tacky glue over it, and it turned out absolutely awesome. I could not be happier, and I'm sure I'd like this even better than the diamond glaze. So it dried really thin, but it makes it really glossy, and lighting's bad in the room right now. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but it makes it, you know, it's holding all the eggshells down perfectly. It's making sure there's no sharp parts. And when I did the circuit board earrings, whatever I put the glue over with, because there was a lot of sharp parts on when I was cutting them apart, and the glue covered all the sharp parts and made it so it's not sharp anymore. So it sealed everything in perfectly. And so I would definitely recommend using the clear gel tacky glue if you can't afford to buy resin, or you can't afford to buy diamond glaze. You know, it's just a lot more economical, and it works really well. There are two things I would warn you about. You cannot, I use, let me see if I can find it. Hold on. There it is. So I use this little hand screwdriver to make the holes in my wood pieces that I glued the circuit board to. And after I had put down all the circuit board and I put the layer of the Aleene's clear gel tacky glue over it, I then tried to screw through the tacky glue so that I could open up the hole again, because it was, you know, glued over with glue once I put the glue on. And this, you could not drill through the glue. It was just stretching it, and when this glue stretches, it turns an opaque white, which you obviously don't want. So what I ended up doing was just ramming a piece of heavy gauge wire through the hole to open up the hole again. You know, just poking it through the glue, which worked out really well. So definitely with stuff like this, if you're making a keychain, you're gonna sorry about that. You're gonna wanna drill the hole first before you put on the clear glaze, or before you put on the tacky glue. So I'm gonna try it. This heart isn't glazed yet, and I'm just gonna try it on camera to see what happens with drilling into the eggshell without putting the glue first. I'm gonna make sure I have it centered. This turned out to be really sharp. I was really surprised. Okay. So I'll probably go over this, put a dab of alcohol ink over it again. Or maybe even drill the hole before you put on the alcohol ink. Because of course now it's exposed the eggshell color. So, okay, so when you're making these, drill the hole before you put on the alcohol ink. But the eggshells seem to be holding just fine when you're drilling through them without having to layer glue on. And then once you put on the alcohol ink, then you can put on the glue. I think I have, let me see if I can find it real quick. Shooty patootie. Had another heart. Can't find it now. Okay, so I can't find where I put my other heart. So what I'm gonna do to show you how I laid down the glue, because I was gonna show you, I want to cover up this, dab it with alcohol ink before I put the glue on this heart. But I will show you on this quarter. So the other one I wanted to warn you about, besides not being able to screw through the glue, the other thing I wanted to warn you about was, if you get an air bubble when you're laying this down, you need to scrape the air bubble off with the toothpick. I tried for a long time at several different drawing stages to actually pop the air bubble that was in the layer of glue that was drying, and I could not pop it. It was an indestructible bubble. So this was the first one I did, and I don't think you're going to be able to see it on camera. Oops. The air bubble was right here, and I finally popped it when the glue was basically almost dry. So, and you can see it though. You can see that there was a little tiny screw. You probably can't see it on camera, and it's not that big of a deal. Just know that you will not be able to pop it with the toothpick. You won't be able to pop it with the thumbtack. I tried everything while the glue was still wet, and the bubble would not pop. If anything, it made the bubble bigger. So, if in the off chance you get a noticeable bubble when you're laying down the glue, just take a toothpick and scrape it off, wipe it off with your finger, and then start applying the glue again. So I was going to show you. Let's see if I can. How blurry is that going to be? Sorry guys. Okay, that's a little bit better. So you just take your eggshell mosaic or whatever you wanted to lay a protective coat over. I'm just waiting for the glue to, because this is really thick glue, so. And the first thing you want to do is go over the edges. And then just start making your way until you've got it covered. And then you just leave it to dry. And if you notice that there's, oops, trying to pick it up. Oh my goodness. If you notice that there's a big hole in it because I stuck my finger through it. If you notice that one side has a lot more glue on the other side, just go like this. And then set it on a level surface, and it'll level out. So I'm just going to leave that there for it to dry so that I can peel it off. Because I'm crazy and show you demonstrations on money. Okay, so I think that's all I have to show you. Fiona, I'm really excited to send you a package I was working on, and I'm not going to show you. I'm going to build the anticipation for you. But actually I'll show you one thing. I burned my fingers to bits, so I want to brag a little bit. I made this little lamp for you. My fingers have glue all over them. And I made you a whole bunch of other stuff. And I came up with this one thing that I'm really excited, but I'm not going to show you. I've already started gathering things, and I will be sending you 8 of these clock faces. At least I assume that's what they are. Let me see if I can get some glue off my fingers. I have a bunch of them too, and when I was taking apart the watches, I had glued the hands back on to the watch faces, and I thought this was cute. Because I don't have an awesome clock stamp like Fiona does, so I have to improvise and use actual clock faces. Okay, so anyways, I will be sending out a package soon, hopefully, and I'll let you know when I send it out. But I'm really excited to send it to you. Anyways, I guess that's it. Any questions, just ask. I'm going to be doing a tutorial shortly on this really cute snowman votive holder, or tea light holder, I guess you could say. And most of the stuff I will have bought from a secondhand store, so I'm really excited about it, and I think you guys will like it. And I guess that's it. Thanks for watching.